Yo, what is up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about two menus that I co-load and that I think are the best menus to co-load. Now, these two menus I've used for so long. These two menus are honestly the best that I've ever used, and they work so smoothly together. Alright, so Cherix has a lot of options, especially all the normal options that every menu has, like God mode and all that. And for the south, so it's not really anything different. The kick all in the menu is really good as well. It kicks everybody. It has force script host and force session host. Now force session host is a little bit buggy, so I don't really use it in the menu and stuff like that. It has a RID, so pretty much you can save RIDs in there, especially save people that are toxic, just so that you know who's who. I always save players in there if they're toxic, and I keep them there until I feel like, they're good. You obviously have a spoofing tab, spoof your stuff. The aimbot on Cherix is actually also really good. It's probably the best if you want to own the user controller. Because all you need to do is literally just aim in and shoot, and it shoots everything in front of you. And also wider than your FOV, I believe, too. It also has soul switch guns, so you can actually, shoot a pid and then you become that pid. You can revive players, you've got a grappling hook, you've got a light gun, you've got teleport gun, gravity gun, delete gun, block gun, vehicle gun, and pid gun. And, impact stuff that everyone knows about. The rapid fire is really good on this menu too, so if you want to use that, I love rapid fire on this menu. So now we look at visuals, like aimbot on that, you can, it's just normal visual stuff. Now spawner. The spawner recently got updated in this menu, so it's actually really good now. The only thing that isn't very good is the custom spawns, which, it's a custom vehicle, so it doesn't really matter, but some of the vehicles other players can't get into, some can, so on and so forth. Now this is just the normal vehicle area. It's got nothing different. It's got a speedometer, that's probably about it that's different. So the horn boost, I use the horn boost in this menu because it's definitely better than the other ones. And stuff like that, so yeah. Right, now the horn boost also has an option to use an effect with it. I have it off because I find it really annoying. It can also vehicle jump. I quite like using that sometimes, but it does get annoying. Now world, this is only local, so there's no really any point in touching it. Teleport, now you can actually teleport to waypoint using this menu, auto teleport. I love menus with that because I can just teleport around the map quickly. It also has a teleport forward option, which I like about any menu if they have that in there, because it's pretty much good to get into places. What it does is pretty much is it just teleports you forward, literally what it says. So as you can see, I teleported forward there. That's an example of what it does. Now you can also do it in a vehicle as well, with players in your vehicle, so you can get your players into areas that no one else can get to, which is awesome, which is cool, especially for the players that you're playing with. Because some menus that do have teleport forward only work for you. Now the MISC, we'll be talking about the ASIs soon, but you can turn on nearby to upgrade nearby vehicles and all that stuff like that. You've got the fun tab. I love the stuff in fun. It works for everyone and it's awesome. As you can see, it also has all the griefing options and stuff like that. Just the normal stuff as well. And other protections are probably the best protections in a menu I've ever seen in my life as well, so you guys will love that. Now the hotkeys, I don't use hotkeys because I have the settings tab right here, And I just use no protections and protections only, really, because I use a different menu for other stuff, so that's that. Right, now let's talk about the ASIs. So pretty much, if you download Open Interiors ASI from the GTA 5 mod site, you can just chuck it in the menu. Now what it does is, it actually allows you to go into interiors that you can't see. Now, unfortunately, when I was making the video, this interior that I normally use to go into, the movies were actually open, so I couldn't go in there and show you guys, but it does work. And now, yeah, so all those little garage locations pretty much are all interiors that the players should be able to go into, like in a mission. And as you can see here, there's a little dark green circle that you can go in. So I'm going to go in, but unfortunately, because I've actually can go in, I end up watching the movie instead, so yes. Okay, so now we're actually going to talk about 2-Tech-1 menu. 2-Tech-1 menu is really good, and I love this menu. It's actually probably one of the most smoothest menus if you don't use the protections, and useful menus as well. So as you guys can see here, I'm actually opening it up. So as you can see, it's got all the normal stuff. God, you know, lawless mode is never wanted. Demigod mode is amazing. So I use demigod mode when I do heists, because if you have god mode on in some heists, like prison break, it actually breaks the whole mission for everyone, and it doesn't work anymore. So you need to have god mode off for your vehicle and for you. Now demigod mode, all it does is it just puts an invisible object around you, so you can be shot, but the object is blocking the bullets. Now this menu is actually probably one of my favorites as well. You can go invisible, you can, you know, make a player invisible, but only locally. Okay, so I actually love this menu because it has an option when driving vehicles, you can actually change the brake force and the traction. So as you guys can see how I'm sliding right here and spinning out and shit, that's my traction, you know, like my traction mod being off. And I'm gonna turn it on. As you guys can see, I just turned on the traction mod, and now I'm literally just swerving pretty much. I'm not sliding at all. I'm literally just going left and right, turning, and it's not sliding at all, and it's amazing. I love it. You know, it helps my driving a lot when I'm, you know, trying to get somewhere quickly and I don't want to, you know, it sucks for drifting though. Like sometimes I need to turn it down because your car can flip, and it's kind of annoying. So obviously it's also got all the normal stuff that every other menu has. The Outfitter is also probably the best one I've used. It's very well made, and I really like that Outfitter. The aim assist is also my favorite aim assist on any menu. Well, it's also aimbot as well. Because if you actually turn it on, you can have aimbot visibility check, so that you have to see the player for it to work. Now, if you turn all of these on, as you can see, as I've got all of them on, it actually targets everyone. Now, with this aimbot, it doesn't actually target normal pedestrians. So, basically, what I'm going to do is I'll show you guys me basically aiming at PIDs. As you can see, I'm aiming at PIDs trying to get the aimbot to work, but it's not doing anything. That's literally just me doing my normal aim. But then if I turn on Never Wanted, that to 5, and then wait for a cop to get here, as you guys can see, you know, aimbot still not on at all for PEDs. Not aiming at PEDs at all. I don't have a hotkey set up, so This is literally just, you know, me doing this random right here. So here we have a bot. As you see, I'm aiming. Boom, instant lock. See, so it only aims at, doesn't aim at pedestrians, see? I'm trying to aim at him, doesn't work. So that's probably my favorite aimbot, just so that you guys know. Alright, so let's turn back to never wanted so that cops don't kill me. Alright, next option that we are going to look at is the weapons. Now, as you see, weapons is not as advanced as Cherix, but you know, it is what it is. It has no spin up, which is actually really fun when using the minigun. You can use two-handed weapons when driving, and you can drive by from any automobile. Because you know, some vehicles don't allow you, so that one does. Now the weather and time doesn't matter. Now this means you can have scripts as well, so the scripts are really good. That you can get. Some obviously are dangerous. You can get ones that will, you know, put a virus in the PC and stuff you up and shit, but yeah, so be careful where you get them from if you do plan on trying to get scripts. Now, as you can see, I'm just showing you guys scripts that I have. These are really easy ones to get, really the ones that I'm showing you right now. Anyone can get them, they're literally easy to find. You can literally just look them up. Moist script and Kick are the two main ones that I recommend getting. They're definitely trusted and they won't give you a virus at all. So that's pretty much the scripts. One of my menus also really good for getting host. I love it. I use it all the time. I forgot to mention, sorry. So now we're actually going to talk about this part of the menu. So it actually has a thing called rainbow traffic and anti-AFK and another option called drive to waypoint. Now the anti-AFK I actually use a lot on this menu. It's really good. If you're using noclip, I recommend on cam. Otherwise, your menu will stuff up and all that stuff like that. Now, this is the part that we're gonna love. It's pretty much all drive to waypoint does is allows you to drive to waypoint without pretty much being without needing to touch your controller or your keyboard. So as you can see, I'm putting it there, and my drive to waypoint is now on, and I'm automatically driving there. Now after I drive to this waypoint, I'm just going to make it so I show you guys that I'm driving to the other waypoint that I have super far away, and yeah, so as you can see now we're at this waypoint and it works, and it just lets you pretty much drive on pretty much after that. It just, you know, just flicks it off. So now I'm going to put the waypoint all over here, speed up the video, and I'll talk to you guys when I speed up the video and get to where I want to get to in the video. Okay, so as you guys can see, if you look above the mini map now, I'm going to get a notification saying anti-kick. You're about to be kicked because I've been idle. Now that is because, as I told you, you don't need to touch your controller or keyboard, so there's proof right there I wasn't touching my controller or keyboard. Alright, so now I'm also going to talk about how to co-load these menus, because at the beginning of the video I did not talk about how to co-load the menus. Because you made it through the video and you've seen both menus, this is what I'm going to tell you. Alright, so pretty much all you need to do is follow the instructions that I will be putting on your screen now.